welcome to another episode of Satisfying Static.
Hello, hello.
Your voice sounded very smooth, sounded very jazzy. Hello, hello.
I just need people to know I'm still here, you know?
Of course. Housekeeping on both ends here. On my end, I did some rocket ship work this morning. It's been miserable. I bought the wrong kind of hardware. Amazon did me dirty. I have to fix it. I basically just have to fix things that I already messed up. So I will be doing that after we conclude this episode. And Maggie dyed her hair.
I did, and I got some tattoos. Look at me, whole new person.
Oh, yeah. Are we going through a phase?
We have been going through it. Yeah, let me tell you. So we did some coping. I got 4 new tattoos on my arms. I got them all done at the same time, and everyone thought I was fucking nuts.
Including Christine, because she was like, yeah, I'm gonna go get some tattoos tomorrow. And I was like, yeah, like one? And she was like, no, there's a few. And I was like, what do you mean? And then I was like, send them to me. And she sends me this whole like plethora of tattoos.
Okay, look, they were all very small, and they're all on my arms, and they're all just like black line drawings. So I was trying to make the shop minimum worth it. Like, I didn't want to pay $200 for a 1 2-inch tattoo, so we did 4.
So we did 4. That tracks.
Because, like, that seemed worth it. So, yeah, we've been going through it a little bit, but I'm getting used to the new hair. It's very dark, which is not typically me. The front, I think, is helping a little bit, but I think I like it. We'll see. Anyway, other than that, it's spooky season, so I've already been to a haunted house, obviously.
Wow.
And I just went to a pumpkin patch, which was super fun. I was very excited. And I didn't think that you could really find pumpkin patches out here in California. It's like usually just like a parking lot. So it's not very exciting, but I found this one and it looked so cool. And it had like, a train ride and a corn maze and carnival games, like all the stuff you expect. And thank goodness that it worked out, because it was a 2-hour drive to get there.
Oh, just one way?
Yeah, because of traffic. Coming back, it was like an hour and a half-ish, but like, yeah, it was like 2 hours just to get there. But I think it was worth it. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm elbow deep in spooky season. I need to decorate my apartment, but I think those are all my updates.
Riveting. It was great.
You know what? You don't have to care. Our listeners do.
Well, no, I was being serious. It's nice.
That sounded sarcastic as shit, okay?
It really wasn't supposed to. It came out spicy, and it wasn't supposed to. Let me get your opinion on this. So, speaking of rude things, and feel free to chime in, static heads. We need a name for the listeners.
I don't
listeners.
like that one.
No, I don't either. Me neither. No, me neither.
We'll work on it.
So, a few days ago, I got an email from somebody that works in the billing department, and they're like, hey, you have to do these 3 charts. You have to fix something on them, whatever. I responded after I fixed them and said, hey, I fixed these things on this chart. I was trained to do it this way. You're telling me I now can't do it that way. Is there a way that we can fix this together that doesn't involve you telling me 8 months after I've seen the patient? Because that just seems like a long time to wait. Like, is there a way to maybe we can fix this to trigger sooner than that? Like, I emailed our IT department, like whatever. They responded with, there is a way to do this faster. Do it right the first time. Period. That's it.
What?
That's it. That's all it says. That's it. I got real insecure.
Wow.
I was like, light my body and set it on the hill there, friend. Like, Jesus. So I responded and wrote capital L space O space L period. Fair, friend. That's fair. And I wrote, I'm sorry. I'm just frustrated that we wasted both of our time doing this when I was trained inappropriately. And I was thinking maybe there's a way that we could just curb this in the future to make sure that, we don't do this whatever later on. And I was like, I sincerely appreciate what you do. I know your job must be frustrating, and some random PA doing their job incorrectly must really make you mad. Keep keeping it real, comma, insert obviously white man name.
Oh my God.
And he left me on red, and I know he left me on red because I'm a creep, and I checked on the little status of the email and he has opened it.
Okay.
And was I a jerk? Was I a jerk for asking him if there was a way we could do this better?
No, you were not a jerk for asking that. He was definitely a jerk for how he responded. Also, that probably had nothing to do with you, and he's just having a shitty day, and like you sending him a whole explanation was probably just like, why the fuck do I give a shit? and he moved on about his day.
I'm sure it was, but I think about all the effort you go through to write it. And what's the funniest part is, I don't know, you could tell you could just like fired it off, right?
Yeah.
Didn't address it and didn't sign it. It literally just says, there is a faster way to do this, comma, do it right the first time, period.
Oh my God.
That's it. And so I've just been really insecure this whole time that it was me, that I was the drama, that I like triggered this man to hate me.
No, you get too in your head, and you know that 99% of the time it's not about you.
I'm probably gonna end up posting screenshots to the internet to be like,
just to confirm that it's not you.
Yeah.
It's not you, but all right, you do it. I can't believe you haven't posted screenshots to Snapchat already.
No, I have not. That other one though, did you see the other one? So an individual back from the Midwest texted me who I don't know. It was a number I didn't know. It's like, what's up, N-word? Everybody out here dead. And I responded.
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. I think it's slang. I think it's slang for it's boring AF out here.
Yeah.
And I responded with, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see the picture or not, but that's my face.
Oh my God.
So it's me with like my head all the way back, making as many chins as possible with like the camera very close to my face. And I said, I am not who you think I am. And he said, WTF, no you ain't, my bad. I posted that on Snapchat and on Instagram. And it's like,
that's funny.
And then I said, why am I like this?
That's really funny though. I love that. I'm sorry that I missed that. Haven't been on socials very much.
No, yeah, I haven't been much either. But that happened the same day. So I got roasted in the email earlier that day. And then a random stranger texted me, and then I sent them a picture back of my face, and I was like, I am not who you think I am.
That's so funny. Weird day, but it happens.
It was a day, man. It was a day. It was a ball, darling. It was a ball. We're watching a ton of RuPaul's Drag Race, so that's clearly where that's coming from.
Okay, got it. I was wondering. All right, should we fire up the generator?
Yeah, beep bop, boop boop, dop dop, the lop lop, slish slosh.
Can you just record that one, and we'll just play that every time?
Just take that snippet,
Yep.
And I'll put it in every time.
That's the one. It's the winner.
Boy.
Is that the word?
Oh, no. It is loading very slowly.
We also do have the question cards in case we want to do that. It seems that Spicy Static was a hit.
A lot of people have commented that they enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, same. Shout out to Michelle, who always pops into my live and lets me know she listened. Love that. Thank you. We so appreciate it. But yeah, it seems like it was a hit.
We could just transition to Satisfying Static being only that.
But wouldn't we run out of things to talk about? At some point I feel like we'd have to start like giving tips or advice, because who the hell wants to hear about our sex lives forever?
They're not all sex life questions. Remember, we got to ask who you would attack on mosquitoes.
Mine were. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so like, I mean, I guess that we could always use question cards, but I don't know if they're always gonna be spicy.
Not always spicy. What is the meanest thing you have done to someone else's food?
Wait, are we switching to cards?
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. We've done that.
You didn't include me in that thought process.
The random word generator is taking forever to load, and then you said that, and I was like, oh, the cards are right here. So I stacked them.
Perfect. Okay, well, let's do that this week then.
Great.
Let's learn more about each other.
We're probably going to do this every week, honestly. And
it's better than the word.
It is better than the word. It's much more exhilarating than the word. Okay, so what is the meanest thing you have done to someone else's food? Or if you could save 3 people from an apocalypse, who would it be and why?
These are hard. I don't know that I have 3 people I would save from an apocalypse. You.
Hey-oh, I made the list. I made the cut.
You for sure, probably my friend Kathy, and if I have a significant other at the time, most likely them.
It's a good call.
Other than that, I don't know whoever else is near. Meanest thing I've ever done to someone's food. I forgot, some of these questions are really fucking weird, huh?
Yeah.
I can't really think of anything super mean besides like very heavily oversalting my ex's food just to fuck with him, because fuck it.
Sure. That's fair. Yeah, absolutely.
But that's about it. He was like he's against MSG, like thought too much salt was gonna like kill him, so just
hilarious. You're so funny.
I'm petty is what I am.
Was a server for like 6 total months, and I never once had the thought of doing anything to anyone's food. I've never done anything mean to anyone's food ever. I'm a big eater. And so the thought of somebody messing with someone's food makes me physically ill. Like I can't.
Yeah, I feel that.
If you could save 3 people from an apocalypse, who would it be and why? Probably you, Olivia, and I would figure out a way to save both my brother and his wife, because I love them both.
Oh, okay. Package deal there.
Yep. These first 4 questions are better than like the first 5 we had that I had to keep tossing on the last round, so that's hilarious. What cartoon villain do you most resemble and why?
Ooh,
Or what is the dumbest thing you have ever believed about astrology to be true?
all of it. What do you mean? The answer to that one is literally all of it. I don't literally CoStar this morning. For anyone who doesn't know, CoStar is an astrology app, and for whatever reason, I have the widget right on my home screen.
Of course you do.
I looked at it this morning and it says, "Love is already here." Where? First of all. Second of all, how is that astrology?
No.
Like, all of it, okay? I don't know. Like, I'm on and off about astrology. Obviously, I have the app, and like, I know my sun, moon, rising, whatever, and like, we're lesbians, so obviously I ask other people's. But do I really know what that means? No, not really. And like, do I believe that's gonna like dictate how I behave as a human being? No, not really. But are there certain Cancer memes that fit me to a T? Yeah, facts, yes.
Yeah.
So, all of it. What was the first question again? Oh, cartoon villain.
Do you most resemble?
I don't know. I feel like you should answer that one.
I think you can like say that you feel like you are a lot like someone's origin story, right? This is my revenge story, right? This is my villain origin story, right?
Ooh, okay. So not like physically resemble, just like
I think it could go either way. Truthfully, if we're talking physically, right now you're giving Cruella vibes.
Ooh, because the hair. Yeah. See, I was like, I don't know what like villain I would like physically resemble, but I would say like, okay, if we're going with like origin story or whatever, I don't know if this necessarily counts as a villain, but sort of. I would probably have to go with Phoenix from X-Men, but when she's Dark Phoenix.
Do you know that's also the character that you wanted to sleep with on that episode of Spicy Static?
Yeah.
Of the famous person you want to see naked or whatever? Yeah, that one.
But that was like actually the actress. That was like actually the actress, not like I'm thinking like X-Men cartoon, like when I was little growing up, like, and like the comic books and stuff, like I always just like really resonated with like that storyline because like, I don't know, yeah. But also that does bring back the question of like the joys of being a lesbian is like, do I want to be her or do I want to be with her? Confused.
Sure. Yeah, that'll do that. I haven't had a lot of that, but yes.
Oh god, too much of that.
So much.
So yeah, I'll go with that one.
I think the cartoon villain I most resemble would be Two-Face from the Batman cartoons. Harvey Dent. Okay. His origin story I very much relate to in the way of like, he tries to do everything right, things just keep going wrong, and then he gets half of his face burnt off. And so he's just mad. And I'm like, yeah, dude, I could see that. I could see trying to do everything right for so long, and then you get half your body burnt off, and you're like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done playing it that way. I'm just done. Okay. But being just good enough, like just nice enough to be like, all right, but I will flip a coin and I will give you the chance. And if the fates decide, fine. You know?
Okay.
You know?
That's interesting. Okay. That's a very interesting explanation.
I don't think I physically look like any of the villains. When I had a shaped head, Mr. Freeze. And the dumbest thing you believe about astrology to be true, that your astrologic sign just disqualifies you as a whole ass person, because I've had a problem with one astrological sign like that. Like my ex is a Libra, and I very much am like, when somebody's like, oh, I'm a Libra, I'm like, and bye. It's
hard lesson learned. Yeah, same.
I know. Yeah. Like, and genuinely, so I don't have a lot of Libra friends. Olivia is a Scorpio. Which has been a nice change of pace.
That's very nice. Yeah, I don't know if here's a fun fact. Most of my dating history are Aries. So
yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. I'm an Aries, by the way, in case anyone was curious.
Oh my god, it's upsetting at this point. Like literally, people I meet online, people I run into, like if I am attracted to you, there is a 90% chance that you are an Aries, and if you are not, you're probably a Libra. And if you're not either of those things, then I don't know what you're doing here.
I'm surprised you haven't dated more Leos, truthfully.
Really? I don't feel like I get along well with Leos.
I thought Leos were very much close cousins to Aries, with like Tauros being our like third cousins.
It's actually the Libra.
Is it really?
Yeah, the opposite of your sign is Libra. So basically, if I'm not dating an Aries, I'm trying to.
Hilarious.
So kill me. But anyway, right now we're gonna see what Sagittarius is like, I guess.
Oh, Sag is great. Yeah.
No, nothing about that one.
What is your deepest secret? Or
okay, damn.
Or when has someone else's erection embarrassed you?
Okay, I don't know if I'm going to answer the first one. We're going to skip over that one.
Sure.
I don't know if I want to share my deepest secret with the entire internet, but when has someone
That's
else's
fair.
erection embarrassed me? Every single time.
Oh my god.
Every single time. Anytime that's been happening, I'm just like, God, why again?
Again? Oh my god, stop.
So, yeah, all the time.
What is my deepest secret? I don't know if I have a deep secret. I'm pretty honest about everything. I don't know. And erections don't super embarrass me because I'm super used to walking in and patients just being like rock hard in the room for no reason.
Yeah, medicals. Yeah, that's different.
So like I'll walk in and an old guy will just be like rock hard. I'm like, hi, Frederick, what brings you in today? Well, my left elbow is really bugging me. I was like, the elbow in your arm or in your pants? I'm confused. So
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm really used to them. All right.
That's different. Medical.
These are both really good questions too. What is the worst stain you have ever left?
Stain?
And yeah, stain. And if you had to pick 3 people, living or dead, who would you share a bathroom stall with?
3 people in one bathroom stall? Is that the question?
Yeah. If you had to pick, if you had to pick 3 people, living or dead, who would you share a bathroom stall with?
Okay, yeah, so I was just trying to make sure I understood that question. That's an interesting one. I don't know, share a bathroom stall with. I guess depending on the size of the bathroom stall, I'd probably try to pick 3 skinny people. So, and are we using the bathroom or are we just hanging out? Because like,
it doesn't specify. It doesn't specify.
Things. Because if I need to use the bathroom, then it's going to be very specific about who gets to be next to the toilet with me. Right? But like if we're just hiding in there from God knows what, like that just make sure we all fit.
So as soon as I read this, I instantly thought of that question we had last time about being trapped in a closet with somebody. And I'm like, okay, so who would I deal with being trapped in a small space with for long periods of time?
Okay.
But I'm struggling to come up with 3 people, living or dead.
Yeah, me either. Like I guess definitely my like best and oldest friend, like we could do that. I don't know if I would also include my 2 other like good friends from home because they're very loud and giggly, and if we're trying to hide, that's not a great situation.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. What was the other question?
Do you have an answer for what is the worst stain you have ever left?
Oh, what is the worst stain I have ever left? I feel like the answer to that is probably naughty, but I'm gonna go with I'm very clumsy and I like coffee. So I've definitely spilled an entire thing of coffee all over my white rugs multiple times.
Yeah. So I have a good story with this one. This episode's apparently going to be really X heavy. Sorry, X, if you're listening to this, which we all know you are. But congratulations on your marriage, by the way. Super happy for you.
Oh God.
Maybe now you can stop being in my inbox. So
we went there. My ex does not listen. So yeah.
I doubt she does. But she reminded me of this shortly after we started dating, that I did this because I had no memory of this. Evidently, I was over at her house one time. We were drinking. I was in the basement and she had bought this brand new white couch. And she had given me a Four Loko, which was like, you know what a Four Loko is, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, it's like a malt liquor energy drink meets alcohol situation. They're tall boys. They're gross. I think this one was like watermelon or something. So it was like pink, like hot pink. She literally hands it to me. She hands it to me and she goes, "Don't spill it on that couch." And I was like, "Yeah, no problem." I literally cracked it and dropped it. And it's the whole can spilled.
Oh
the
my
entire
God.
like ruined this couch. And at the time we were only friends.
God. Oh my God.
Yeah. At the time we were only friends and we were about to go to like this gross strip club for another one of our friends.
Mm.
And I was like 18. Like I just turned 18 and I cracked this Four Loco and my ex is older than me and I was like, I'm hanging out with this older girl who's like kind of cute, like whatever. And I just trashed her brand new couch, like her brand new couch.
Wow.
She had to flip the
That's a
cushions
good
over and like
story.
never use the other side again. And then 4 years later, we were married.
Oh,
So
amazing.
weird how life works. Weird how life
So it worked
works.
out great. I love that.
And then 4 years later, we were divorced. So it worked out better. Worked out better.
Yeah, much better now. Yeah, we've learned some lessons,
Yes.
and
Yes.
you know, we're better for it. So
Yeah. If I had to pick 3 people living or dead to share a bathroom stall with, I think I would pick Dax Shepard, Kristen Bell, and Olivia, and we would just have a giant couples therapy session the whole time.
yeah, okay, that sounds very intense, but I'm happy for the four of you.
I think it would also have a lot of comedic relief, and Olivia would get to talk to them about doing
Sure.
acting things, which would be fun.
Ooh,
I think
yeah,
there'd be
that's true.
a really large array of things to go over. Yeah,
That's fair.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on. What is the worst advice you have ever been given? And what were you doing the last time you should have been arrested? Oh God.
Okay, worst advice I've ever been given, definitely something involving work. So let me think on that one. But what was I doing last time I should have been arrested?
Mm-hmm.
Underage drinking. I'm pretty sure I was running away from a party the last time we almost got caught. Or trespassing, maybe, was the last time. I've been chased by cops a lot. I can't quite remember the last time, but it was definitely either like underage drinking or trespassing. Most likely trespassing because the underage drinking one was a while ago. Worst advice I've ever been given. I honestly, I can't like think of an exact piece of advice, but when I started working in like corporate America, really the kind of general consensus and advice was just like, you just do the work that's put in front of you. And that is absolutely the worst advice worst piece of information to ever receive. What people should have told me is corporate America will try to take advantage of you as much as they can, set boundaries, have boundaries, and learn to say no.
Yeah. The worst piece of advice I ever got was don't study for the GRE, which is a general exam that you have to take. And somebody was like,
who told you that?
A fucking boy genius who I knew I shouldn't have believed. He's like, yeah, I didn't study it, and I obliterated it. I'm like, all right, yeah, cool. I took a practice test the day before and immediately realized that this was a mistake. And so I panicked and crammed, and I did okay. But that is the worst piece of advice I've ever gotten. What was I doing the last time I should have been arrested? Trespassing. Yeah, we were playing flashlight tag in a park that definitely, it's like a big wooded area. And we were playing flashlight tag in the woods, like hiding in the forest. I got a lot of weird cuts that day. But we should have been arrested, and police did show up, and none of us did get arrested because there was lots of fleeing. But that was a long time ago. I was,
you know, what I think is so funny.
What?
We had very different upbringings, and people look at me, especially now, like because people don't really have a history, they just know me from this point forward, and like they're like, oh, she's so sweet and so nice and so kind, which I love that people see me that way. I tried to aim for that, but they also wrongfully assume that means I'm innocent and naive.
Right. Yeah, no.
Because that is the most adorable thing I've ever heard. You were playing flashlight tag in the woods. I was breaking into office buildings.
Oh no, it was like we were all shit faced, and we were all like effed up and went there and did that, and like we had done some other sketchy things. I broke into an abandoned hospital. Like it's not great, right?
Okay. I was like, that is like an adorable story. Meanwhile, I was trying to get to the roof of an office building. Like
no. I've
anyway.
No, I got my dad had to pick me up once. I got arrested for arson, but I got let go. But some friends that I was with at the same place we went to play flash tag at later ripped off the sides of like a wooden trash can, and they lit the sides on fire. I was trying to eat my Doritos Locos Tacos. It was right after the Doritos Locos Tacos came out, and I was trying to eat one, and they lit this shit on fire, and the flame just got like huge fast, and so it was like this bonfire thing. Cops pull up, they take off. I don't even understand what's going on. I'm like mid taco, turn around, and they're like, "You're under arrest," and I'm like, "Swear to God, I did not do this."
Oh my God.
And so I had a nice silent car ride where I was like, "I swear to God, I didn't do this," and they were like, "It's fine, everything's fine."
Oh my God.
Anyway,
You must have been terrified.
it was fine. Everything was fine.
Youth.
Next question. What is the online image of you showing that you most wish would disappear forever?
I don't know if I have any of those, honestly. Like, I don't know that I have anything like that. I mean, luckily, I was young right before Facebook really hit. So, like, a lot of the shit that I probably wouldn't want to be on the internet doesn't really exist online. So I'm very grateful for that. But other than that, like, yeah, I don't really think there's anything online that I'm, like, embarrassed of or want to take down. And if I am, I've taken it down already.
Well, I was just going to say, anything that I've ever posted I've been ashamed about, I've just taken down. Some stuff I've left up for accountability's sake, but, like, most stuff I take it down. Or if it starts getting, like, unnecessary attention, I'll just, I'll get rid of it.
I feel like that question, at least to me, was more geared towards, like, if other people posted you and you're like, God, I wish this picture would just, like, freaking go away. But, like, I don't really have too many of those, and, like, I don't really like people taking pictures of me, so I feel like I'm pretty safe there.
We're skipping
that.
What?
You didn't like that question? Okay.
If you had a revenge list, who would be on it and why?
If. That's bold of them to assume I don't. Did we not go over how petty I am? Are you kidding?
I know.
You know who is on my revenge list. There's currently only one person on it.
Yeah, same. We can just assume that we know each other's answers. You're going to really like this next question.
Okay.
What is the worst possible use you can think of for a bedpan full of honey?
That. Why would you put honey in a bedpan? Like, that's probably the worst.
I think the worst possible use for a bedpan full of honey would be as a wig.
You don't think using it as a bedpan is a terrible idea?
Not the worst possible idea, though. I don't think it's the worst possible use.
Okay, well, I guess it's not, like, in the bed with you the whole time. Yeah, okay. A wig would work. Literally anything that you would have to do that involves touching it.
Shoes? I think shoes is a good one, too.
Shoes would be terrible, yeah. Or, like, sticking your hand.
Gloves?
Any body item stuck into it would be terrible. Is this another weird one? Let's go.
Such a good question. Where would you least want to find a pickle and why?
Great question. I feel like the first answer to that was probably the most obvious one.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, definitely wouldn't want to find one there because what the fuck is it doing there? But also probably, like, in my bathroom, I would be very confused.
Honestly, my first thought after that thought was my sock drawer, because I really don't like wet socks, and pickles are inherently wet, and so if the pickle got my sock wet, I'd be distraught.
That is a great answer. That's a really good answer. My thought process was, if somebody else is using the pickle as a toy, where would they leave it? Probably the bathroom. It'd be really weird if I found a pickle in the bathroom.
Oh, it's just a random... Well, and so that begs the question, is it a pickle? Well, I did say a pickle. I was going to say a pickle or a jar of pickles, because now we're in a whole different ballgame.
Oh, that's
it's a
different.
Jar
of
pickles.
That's totally different. Yeah, but you did say pickle, so that's a little bit different. A jar of pickles, I mean, would be weird anywhere outside of, like, you're home.
For sure. Who is the most repulsive person you would have sex with for $5,000?
$5,000 is not enough money. Thank you very much. That is not enough money. Otherwise, I'm going to pick a person that I'm not repulsed by.
I'm trying to think of like politically repulsive who's still somewhat attractive, so I could feel maybe a little bit better about it. Who's canceled lately? Who's on the new canceled list? Who's that?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. I'm not sure.
Hasn't the fandom slightly canceled Fletcher? I'd sleep with Fletcher for $5,000.
Okay, yeah, all right. I mean,
it didn't say what kind of repulsive. It doesn't say morally repulsive or not.
That is a good point. That is a very good point. I feel like Fletcher is definitely on that list because this whole situation has been painful. Who else would I sleep with that's like morally repulsive but still hot? I don't know. That's like so hard for me because like if I'm repulsed by you, like there's no fucking way in hell you're touching me. Like I guess I'll drive, but like keep your hands off me.
Yeah. Yep. So also, where have you been most disturbed to find someone else's pubic hair? Disturbed.
In my pubic region.
Finding someone else's pubic hair in your pubic region?
Yeah.
That's rough.
That one is not mine. What? Like that's gross. Never happened.
That's never happened to you?
No, I was saying it's never happened to you. It's happened to me a couple times.
Oh, it has not happened to me, thank God.
It has happened to me a couple times. And I just go to the bathroom and you're like, that is not mine.
Well, that has happened in the way of like long, like head hair, but not pube hair.
Oh, yeah. Well, a couple pube hairs, but yeah, head hair all the time, everywhere.
Okay.
I'm scared of this one.
These are the last two questions we're gonna end on. We're gonna end on a high note.
Oh God.
Where are you when your worst nightmares take place? You're not a dreamer much. Mm-hmm. But hypothetically.
So just like mental nightmares?
Yeah.
Oh, so like where would I be in my dreams? Yeah, that's a great question. Where am I where my worst nightmares take place? This is such a deep one. Honestly, probably at home with my loved ones.
LOL.
LOL.
Mine would be the Mystic Parkway, Mystic Highway. It's a very specific stretch of road here in the Boston metro area, and it makes me so stressed out and so anxious. I hate it with a fiery passion. It's only got 2 lanes, and it's like it's my hell. It's my physical hell. So if I ever were to have a nightmare, that's it. That's it.
Good to know. Yeah, my nightmares in the past have mostly been like either my teeth falling out or like people cheating on me horribly.
My ex got super into interpreting dreams for a while, and she kept having one where all of her teeth were falling out, and everything you ever read ever is like stress. Like you are stressed out, right, that you are losing things that you used to feel like you could control, and now they're gone.
Yeah.
And it was yeah, she bought Tommy, and she had loads of literature by our bed about dream interpretation and all that stuff. So
I do think that's really interesting, but like if I don't dream anymore, so like
what does that manifest?
Yeah, I think that's so interesting, and I would love to do that. And like when I did dream, I tried to keep a dream journal and stuff, but since my dreams have gone away, it's like I can't really bring them back, so it just is what it is. Right.
So we're going to end on a high note here. It's a great question. Whose penis would you most like to shake hands with, and why?
Oh my God! Probably Jason Momoa's. Momoa? Is that how you say it? Probably his.
Momoa, yeah.
Yeah.
I stand by my Ryan Reynolds previous episode. Okay. Most jealous of. I would also probably be most jealous of his penis.
Okay. Okay, that's fair. I can see
It's
that.
probably
Yeah.
not even big. It's probably just...
It's probably mediocre white man penis, yeah. Probably.
I was going to say, it's probably the epitome of average,
Yeah.
but he'll make some version of a joke about how great it is that it's average, that it's all forgiven. And
Yeah.
it just says shaking hands, so we'll bump fists, and we'll call it square, you know? I won't punch him in the dick, but, you know.
Right, just gentle tap.
Yeah, the little tap. You know, his fist, my fist, you know, little tap.
Right.
Right. Well, that was...
I love how much we talk about dicks on this show.
It's really getting there, isn't it? That was fascinating. This is perfect timing. I think Olivia's about to walk in because Willow is right by the door like, oh my god, I heard her car lock.
Amazing. Perfect.
Well,
all right.
Thanks so much for listening, guys. Apparently, our show has now become these questions, and you're welcome.
We hope you enjoyed it. Until next time.
Until next time.